love buds? Welcome back. Please excuse my mess and my not so peppy demeanor, okay? Now, I spoke about the face in the last video, what's going on with the face, but I wanted to elaborate a little more. Simply because I know how the narcissists and the abusers and all the manipulators and everything are, okay? The first thing they're going to say is, oh, well, she was speaking out against her abusive family. So, yeah, I guess that's karma, or that's the universe telling her something. Okay, before you ever convince me of that, I'll believe that, yeah, the universe was trying to give me a message, but it wasn't because I was doing something that someone else didn't want me to do, or not doing something someone wanted me to do, or anything like that. It was because I didn't go with my own gut instinct and the thing that I was supposed to do for myself. Okay? I should have stayed on the path that I was on in October when I just cut everybody off, because I felt like I knew exactly what they were on. I knew what parts they were playing. Everybody's playing a part. I'm just walking away. And no, I wanted to hold on to people. And so I kept with the back and forth pushing, and people with their slick jabs setting me into anger and all this stuff, because they knew exactly what they were doing. You can't just tell a victim that they need to make excuses, or they're wrong somehow, or they've taken a wrong turn. Because that's another thing I wanted to say. Yeah, in my video, I said something about someone saying the whole wrong turn thing. And then I turned around and said, hey, you know, the universe said, hey, you're going the wrong way. Go the other way. But the wrong turn wasn't a matter of don't speak out against abuse. The wrong turn was you should have let those people alone when your heart and your mind first said, leave these people alone for the sake of your sanity. Because that's why I blew up in the first place back in July. This is what's driving me to realize this is what makes me feel this way. And this is what's driving me insane and making me feel down on myself. The way I'm being treated. To turn around and say, screw everybody and walk away. Should have kept that mind. But no, people were telling me, oh, you know, we understand what you're saying. We're not fighting against it, blah, 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 either which way, trying to talk me down or whatever. And then again, in October, I say, you know what? These people are still showing me that they want me to eat excuses and everything like that. So I let them all go again. Then came December, people came looking for me, so I went back to letting people jab little jabs and say little stupid things. That's what this warning was. And if you want to really turn around and talk about wrong paths on a way to healing, first of all, healing is not something like, okay, you walk out your house and you jump in your car and you on your way to work. Somewhere where you know where you're going, you know the route, you take it every day. That is not a path to healing. Healing is more like, especially with a abusive situation, it's more like you're in a cage in the middle of the jungle where you don't know where you are. And if you make it out that cage, you go running. You might hit one corner and run into some water that you can't cross. Got to turn back around, go this way. Turn around and go falling down a hill. Turn around and break yourself. Scratch yourself up, break yourself up, and all this stuff. Bust yourself up trying to make it out that garden, that forest, or whatever you're in. But all of it's better than being in the cage. You're still on your path. As long as you out there running, trying. Get out of the cage. You see, try to be aware of other dangers and avoid it. If you run into something, turn back around and go the other way. That's a path to healing. That's what it looks like. Like this. It's not make a right, and go wherever you're going. So don't ever let anybody speak on your path to healing, because you might have to cross a couple of obstacles. You might even fall and stumble and do something dumb. But that doesn't mean I'm wrong for getting away from my abusers. I'm breaking out of the cage. I'm running through the forest. I done busting myself up. But hey, I'm still standing. And I'm still getting further away from the person that's just spending years into self-destruction and all that stuff. Yeah, I done busted myself. I done got in my feelings. I let it push me. But no, don't stay there. Get out of the cage. Get out of the jungle. Wherever you are, go escape. That's more of what healing looks like. Pure chaos. And do what you gotta do. Unfortunately, I stumbled. Oh well, I'm still here. But I got the message loud and clear. Stop even worrying about these people to hold on, to allow yourself to get upset, going back and forth, and all this stuff. I've got enough to stress about. Things that I can't change. So if you need to just cut it off to change it, do that. I can't cut off my rent. I still got to worry about that. Don't do this worrying about things that are not cemented to you. I got to worry about my rent. I'm got to worry about how I'm going to eat, how I'm going to get around, stuff like that. So yeah, this probably needed that. Because apparently I'm hard-headed. I went through all the self-destruction. I went through all the pain. I realized the pain. I tried to get away from it. And I got talked right back into letting people with their low blows upset me and jab at me and try to make me hate myself. So, yeah. I just wanted to clear that up because I know people like to say things. But before you say it, let me tear it up into pieces, because I know what people are going to say. Oh, that's what you get. And it's because you're doing all this. And it's because you're unstable. No. It's because I knew what I needed to do and I still did the opposite. And letting things go. Letting the people go. Because people want me to let things go and still smile in their faces. That's not how it's going to work. Because these people are still the people that they're doing the same things. They showed you the same things. They are still those people. At this point, they are the triggers. There is no smile at you and let things go and forget everything you did. At this point, it's get away. Get away from the people. So, yeah, I had to say that because I know a lot of people will take the opportunity to say, yep, that's karma, or that's a message that you're doing the wrong. No, you're not doing the wrong thing if you speak out against abuse. You're not doing the wrong thing if you tell your story. You're not doing the wrong thing if you stand up to the people that are hurting you. You're not doing the wrong thing if you get away from the people that are hurting you. So no, that wasn't the message. The message was, you knew you were supposed to straight walk away from those people and get away from all of them if need be. But no, because they came back looking for you to tell you what they wanted to tell you and try to guilt you and make you feel bad. Now you're back in that same state where you're arguing and fighting with people that are determined to hurt you. So, let's not do that. We're not going to do the self-destruction. We're not going to go back down a rabbit hole of, oh, I'm just going to keep on falling into my upset. No, just cut it off. I'm done. Don't even want to see faces. Don't want to do that. Because that is ridiculous. That is like a reflection of years of my life all in one. Yeah, it had to be that drastic because all these years you didn't learn yet how much these people hurt you. You're basically abusing yourself, worrying about these people, letting these people anger you to the point where you're not thinking straight for your own life. You're willing to destroy yourself because you're angry and your function is off because you're so hurt about what people are doing. And they don't care. They're just going to look and say, oh, well, that's her hurt feelings. They can't say you're lying. They're just telling you you're wrong for having an emotion about it. You're wrong for being a human being and being upset that people mistreat you. You're the one that's wrong. So don't worry about all that. Keep it moving. Do what you gotta do. If you've ever been in a situation like this, please don't let the people come and try to tell you that you're going in the wrong direction, or you just need to give up, or you're wrong somehow. If you go through depressive states or angry states or something like that while you're in a healing process trying to get away from abusers. It's not easy. But don't take it out on yourself. Keep going, keep moving in the direction you know you need to go into. And don't let anyone drag you or push you into another direction. And that's basically what I did. Instead of going into the direction that I saw for myself and said, let me go do this, I let people say, oh no, you're taking it overboard. You should still at least talk to this person, or this should be okay. No. You knew you needed to leave that whole situation behind you. You should have walked away and left it exactly how you left it. Instead of letting the people drag you back so they can keep jabbing and stabbing at you and all this stuff. Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to speak out about it. I'm still going to talk about the effects that it has on people. That's not going to change. And they're not going to change. So they can keep their abuse on this side. And I'll be on the other side of all the stuff. Because that's just the journey that I'm on. Is speak out for the voices that can't, or the voices that are yet to understand. Because those are some of the things that help me in life. Is to sit there and listen to people's stories. And understand what was being done. Because you don't see it when you're inside the cage. You know you don't want to be in the cage. But it's until you get out the cage that you realize how gruesome the cage actually was. Anyway, I just wanted to say that before anybody came to me with any foolishness about how I was supposed to perceive the situation, because at the end of the day, I do take it as a message. Just not that I'm wrong for speaking out against abuse or having a problem with it or being angry or anything that they would like to say. No, I'm wrong for not going with my first intuition and just walking away from the whole situation fully. And not giving a damn what the people is doing. So, alright, love buds. I hope you decide to be patient with yourselves if you fall into any situations on your journey of healing that aren't perfect or pretty or your proudest moment. It's okay. Dust yourselves off. Tomorrow will be a better day. And that's what we're going to do. Love you guys, mean it. Do you, love you, serve yourselves, and all that good stuff.